Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Jason, certified financial planner and host of Fighting Words Financial. I wanted to come at you today with a real quick video about Xpeng, talking about one of the subjects that I addressed in a video maybe 6 months ago about their eventual capacity here. So we got an update from the company yesterday in an article on Barron's. And this is one of the things, if you guys are in my Patreon group, your Patreon dues are paying for my access to premium news sources. Barron's is one of those, and these are the kind of articles that I access behind their paywall. So I'm just going to show you that right now. I actually don't know if that's against the agreement that we have with Barron's or not, but here we go. So we're going to take a look at this. Now, I talked about the two factories that Xpeng has under construction more than 6 months ago, and talked about how that's going to increase their amount of production. And I estimated that by the time these two factories were completed, that they were going to have a production capacity of about 400,000 vehicles per year, which in comparison, let's take a look at NIO. They just announced plans to take their capacity up to about 240,000. Now, whenever NIO Park is finished, we don't know how much that's really going to add to their bottom line in terms of how much they can produce, but we do know it's going to be somewhere north of 240,000. At that point, they haven't put out any estimates, at least none that I've seen. So, Chinese electric vehicle maker Xpeng just announced plans for more capacity on Wednesday. The company announced that it signed an agreement with Zhaoqing Smart EV Manufacturing Base. I think Li Auto will eventually announce some sort of construction project like this as well, but it's boosting capacity to 200,000 units annually from about 100,000 units, and the Zhaoqing base is located in Guangdong province. The expansion will position Xpeng well in capturing and anticipating the anticipated increasing consumer demand for its smart EVs. And then they go on to say that Xpeng delivered 58,000 vehicles over the last 12 months. Now, if you note, last month Xpeng actually sold more vehicles than NIO did. I told everyone who watched my video on that subject that it's probably not such a big deal. There's a lot of things, a lot of supply chain issues that are affecting, NIO's production right now. There's also they're in stiff competition right now with with the Model Y with Tesla, and a lot of blame should go on Tesla for why they aren't selling as many vehicles this month. Let's remember also, NIO just had their first fatal crash using NIO Pilot, because everyone for some reason thinks that your NIO Pilot and your Tesla autopilot are actual autopilots when they actually aren't. You need to keep your hands on the wheel, and you kind of have to be paying attention too. So anyway, that's all I'm going to comment on AI. I'm not all on board like everyone else is. We'll talk about that at a later date. But let's move on and talk about Xpeng. And let me remind you that in addition to their Zhaoqing facility, they're also building another manufacturing base in Guangzhou, which is in Wuhan, right? So when all this capacity is online, Xpeng says they should be able to produce about 400,000 EVs a year. That's a fourfold increase from today's capacity, and it really doesn't take into account the capacity they still have through Hyma Motors to make the G3, right? That's not even included in this estimate. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with that manufacturing partnership that they have with Hyma. I would guess that's probably going to go away at some point, because the agreement they have with them is cumbersome. They have they pay a per vehicle manufacturing fee, and they don't necessarily control all of that process. I know that NIO has gone all this direction with their manufacturing, but let's remember they didn't really have a choice. They were in dire financial trouble, and this was the solution that was offered to them. Xpeng did a little bit better job managing, production and managing capital raises, and so they never got in the trouble that NIO did. That's one of the things about navigating this revolution here is a lot of companies are going to have really great products, and they're going to have really great, manufacturing and all this stuff, but they're going to fail in one part of that equation, which is raising money with secondary offerings, raising money with convertible bonds, being able to build out your industrial capacity, being able to keep up with innovation by investing in R&D, and being able to make a great product. So that's a lot of moving parts in there, guys. And I think out of these three, one of our favorite companies here, Li, NIO, and Xpeng, one of these three will probably end up performing in a way that's disappointing. I'm not saying they're going to fail outright, because a lot of these companies in China don't necessarily fail outright. They get a lot of support from local governments, but they may disappoint as an investment. Anyway, that's just my quick video today on the update from Xpeng. Xpeng is quadrupling their capacity. They already have these factories under construction. It looks like if the last smart factory they built took about 15 months in total to build, they should be about 9 months away now from from anywhere from 7 to 9 months, depending on which factory we're talking about, from completing these, and they'll be online and producing probably sometime in first quarter of 2022. Anyway, very exciting news about Xpeng. You guys feel free to disagree with me in the comments below. Let me know how much greater a company you think NIO or Li Auto is, because, these aren't just companies we invest in. They're apparently religions now that people believe in. But anyway, that was a little bit of a joke, folks. Have a nice day. I will see you next time. I am going to cut this video short because I have to clean my house. My wife and kids have been on vacation for a long time. I've been living like a single man. The place is a wreck. Check out my Patreon if you get a chance. It's only $5 a month, and you get to interact with me. And I'm not the attraction, guys. It's really the really intelligent people that we have in the Discord chat that can help you get your investment knowledge to that next level. And we discuss a lot of high-level stuff in terms of cryptocurrency, in terms of technology. And I think you guys would really enjoy it. Anyway, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.